Okay, so this has been talked about a lot, and recently it's been getting a lot of word, and I thought I'd just give my thoughts on it and what exactly it could be. Probably rumor, more than likely rumor, but let's entertain this idea. Now, the said idea I should mention is that there's been a lot of talk, mostly rumor, majority rumor, that Fox it wants to negotiate with Marvel to use some of their characters, similar to how Sony and Marvel are working together for using Spider-Man. But now, there's been talk of Fox and Marvel, with Fox giving permission of letting Marvel use some of their characters they own the movie rights to in their movies. So I find that really interesting. But again, this is all rumor. This is just, nothing's official, nothing's absolutely official. There was a interview with someone who's on Heroes Collide, or Collider, it's one of those two websites, and he said, yeah, Fox is in talks with Marvel to do something like that. And I'm here thinking, yeah, sure they are. But again, let's play hypothetically that this could happen. And this may have some validity because some people at Marvel have said that they are announcing something big for Comic-Con. There's been a lot of talk at Comic-Con that something big may get announced, and I'm curious to see what exactly they want to announce at this thing. I'm very interested to know, what could it be? What could it be? Anyway, so with what was I going to say? Oh, let's entertain this possibility that Fox and Marvel decide to be buddy-buddy, because for the longest time they've been rivals, even though Fox was kind of the reason, one of the big reasons, Fox was one of the big reasons why Marvel got movies in the first place. It generated a lot of love and interest into doing superhero movies. They did some of the bigger Fox, X-Men, and you could say, yeah, well, Blade did that, and a few other films did that, but yeah, X-Men and, say what you want about the original Fantastic Four, the 2005 Fantastic Four movie, it still generated a lot of hype. So, in one way, Fox was one of the pioneers into the one of the first that got, that put the door, that opened the door for, these superhero films, and why Marvel suddenly got, yeah, now we're the big titan now. We're the big movie titan. Anyway. So, nowadays, it's now become very antagonistic between Fox, whereas Sony and Marvel have finally buried the hatchet, and now they're uniting on that front. Meanwhile, Fox and Marvel are still they're not really good friends, and with Fox still holding, the rights dangerously with X-Men, I doubt we'll ever get any love for the X-Men in, Marvel these days. But, yeah, could it be possible that I sincerely doubt that if this is true, if any of this is true about, Fox wanting to, negotiate allowing them to use characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I sincerely doubt that it'll be any of the X-Men. First off, it would be really difficult to place anyone, like even so much as Wolverine or any of those characters in the Marvel movie universe. It'd be really difficult and really hard to explain, like, oh, what, where was Spider-Man when I'm trying to think of a good point of, where were all these characters when this was going down? You could argue, well, that's always been the X-Men in general, because it always feels like X-Men have been kind of off on their own thing for the longest time. But, yeah, so it's a little difficult for the X-Men to be there, and honestly, I think Fox can, do their own, at this point, I feel like they've proven that they've learned from their mistakes, and are now starting to be like, yeah, we now have a pretty good hold on what to do with the X-Men movies. Now, on the other hand, what's clear is that Fox doesn't have a clear idea what to do with a certain 4 characters. And those characters are the Fantastic Four. Now, if we go by any character that, Fox would be willing to let Marvel use in their movies, again, let's just play hypothetical here, if any characters that Fox owns, that they would let them, share with Marvel, it would definitely be the Fantastic Four and everything that goes along with them. The Skrulls, Doctor Doom, and especially the Silver Surfer and Galactus. So, literally, if any and honestly, yeah, their whole thing could fit in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And yeah, you clearly still need help with the Fantastic Four here, Fox. You clearly still need help on that front. So if my bet that if any character was to be have a shared rights with, or group of characters, I should say, if any of these group characters should have shared rights with Marvel and Fox, it definitely would probably be the Fantastic Four. One, because obviously Fox still doesn't know what to do after we saw that train wreck. I think, yeah, the Fantastic Four would be the most logical option. They would fit easily in the Marvel Universe. Please don't do another origin story if you bring them in the Marvel Cinematic... If you bring them in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, don't do another origin story. Just do what you did with Spider-Man. Just be like, yeah, he's been Spider-Man for a few months, but he hasn't really, he's not really Spider-Man 100%. He's just now, it's been a few months since he got bit, and now he has his powers. Yeah, so just go with that. Maybe even, have them return from getting the cosmic rays. I don't know. But more or less, yeah, if, Fox and Marvel, again, we're playing hypothetical here, if Fox and Marvel decide to play buddy-buddy, as much as I'd love to see the Fantastic Four back to getting some recognition and back to getting some love from Marvel after the shit treatment they got in Secret Wars and have been getting alongside the X-Men, I would be totally fine with them, this opens the door to the other characters they can use. They can use the Skrulls. They can now use Doctor Doom, a major Marvel villain that we have yet to see, properly done in the Marvel Cinematic, in any movie universe. So I think it would be cool to see, at least Doom. Let them use Doom in some capacity. You also have, of course, Galactus. Galactus and Silver Surfer are the two big ones for me. Galactus and the Silver Surfer, them getting the movie rights would be cool, because now, after Thanos, who do you have left? After they beat Thanos in Infinity War, what's the next big cosmic threat? Galactus, the dude who eats planets. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool to see that you have, Galactus, and he's been in the far reaches of the galaxy. He comes in with the Silver Surfer, and by that time, maybe you could have the Fantastic Four, show up, or something of that degree. So that's the big thing, with this, is that, if anything, I'm more excited, as much as I'd love to see the Fantastic Four, get recognition and done properly, and in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm more excited for everything that the Fantastic Four have alongside them. Oh, you know what else Fox has the rights to? Kang. Kang the Conqueror. Apparently Marvel can't use Kang the Conqueror because one of his past selves, Rama Tut, first appeared in Fantastic Four, so technically he's, Fox owns the movie rights to Kang the Conqueror. But however, if Fox decides to play ball and play fair with, Marvel, that means we can get, there'd be a chance for Kang the Conqueror. And I think that would be a really cool idea. If not Galactus, or, after Thanos, how about Kang the Conqueror? Nothing screams, bad guy than a time-traveling warlord. I'm just saying that, that seems like after, big cosmic threat, I think the next logical staple would go, yeah, the next villain is literally a guy who could travel back in time and kill your younger self. So yeah, I think that would be cool. If anything else, we would get Kang again, Galactus, Doctor Doom, the Skrulls. Maybe we could do a cool movie version of Secret Invasion and not a boring one. And pointless. I mean, yeah, if the Civil War movie can actually fix the mistakes of the Civil War comic, that event I despise to all my heart's content, and make the movie so much better than the comic story itself, then I would totally be fine if they did the next Avengers Secret Invasion as the next big as the next big event. That would be a cool Avengers story, Avengers Secret Invasion. And probably do it a lot better than the actual comic. At least, that would be cool. And we could even get the, I just remember, why didn't I think of this sooner? We could get the Kree-Skrull War. We could get a movie version of the Kree-Skrull War, which is a very big Avengers story. So, yeah, the Kree-Skrull War, we can get that event as we can get that as a movie. trying to think of who else we could get it along with Fantastic Four. We could get, you know, just because it's the Marvel Cinematic Universe and they give zero fucks, I want to see the Red Ghost and his super apes. Yeah, the Red Ghost and his super apes. Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Again, I doubt it would be X-Men. It seems more like if they were to play fair with anyone, it'd be Fantastic Four, because they've literally tried, counting the Roger Corman film, literally they have tried 4 times. You know, if you count the 2005 movie and its sequel, yeah, it's been 4 times. They've tried 4 times, and they failed 4 times more. Even though I do have a soft spot for the 05 film. It's not a great movie, but like, it has its fun to it, you know? So anyway, again, this is all just speculation and rumor, so, you know, I wouldn't put too much stock into it, but it seems like Marvel is cooking up something, you know, for a big announcement, and, you know, a lot of, you know, it could very well be happening, so, but again, you know, it's all rumor, so I wouldn't put too much faith into it, but you never know these days. If Marvel and Sony can, you know, if Marvel and Sony can be buddy-buddy and we can have Spider-Man finally part of the universe again, then who knows, maybe we could have the Fantastic Four. But again, with X-Men, as much as I'd love to see the X-Men in here, I feel like Fox now knows what they're doing with X-Men after showing what they did in First Class, and from then on, it looks like they have their shit together finally on that front. Anyway, so what do you guys think? Do you think Marvel and Fox will finally play ball and be nice to each other, or do you think this is just one big crock of shit? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.